Something makes you stop and notice, and you're finally in the moment. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, it's a fitting segue coming out of Milestones because we have a big one here for you. The original Canadian production of the multi-award-winning global sensation Come From Away marked a milestone last week when it gave its 100th performance at the historic, thousands. We'll tell you why that's funny in a second. It gave its 1,000th. I was like, why was that so easy to say? Performance at the historic Royal Alexandra Theatre. This morning we are joined by cast member Cailin Stadnyk. First to talk about the show that has really become a global sensation, and then to give us an incredible performance from this show. And this is so funny because we were all laughing about how challenging, how often do you say thousands?
It's so hard to say.
So I practiced that so often. I was like, that came out way too even. But
1,000.
1,000 is an incredible milestone. That puts you up there with Phantom of the Opera in terms of the amount of people that have seen it here, and Mamma Mia. And you deserve to be there. This is incredible show. Tell me a little bit about, you hit that on January 29th. What does that mean to you and the cast? How do you celebrate?
Oh, we're so proud to do that. You know, I didn't know until that day that there's only been 4 shows in the history of Mirvish who have hit that milestone, and we are one of them. When I heard that, I was like, this is incredible to be a part of this, you know, to be a part of something that is so long running and Canadian.
Yes.
Like that's the key. That's the thing that makes me so proud.
It really, especially, you know, at this time, I feel like this is the show we all need because it does focus on kindness. There's a Canadian pride. I've seen the show 4 times.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it a 5th time. This is how much meaningful it is. And, you know, there are some dark times in the world. We're becoming more insular. We're becoming more polarized, tribal. But this encourages us to find the connection, right?
Yeah, I actually, especially in the last week or two, I mean, I always think about this, but the last week or two, I have been thinking and telling people, if you haven't seen the show, or even if you have, this is the time to see the show. With everything that's going on, it's been a little disheartening. I have to admit, I've been a little disheartened with the world, and I'm so grateful that I get to tell this story 8 times a week to remind me that there is love, there is joy, there is compassion, there is community in this world, and we can all lean into that and celebrate that it is also because we're Canadian.
Yes, and the great thing about live, as opposed to what we're doing here, is you get immediate response from the audience. Have you felt it get bigger because of what's going on right now?
Yes, actually, yesterday we had, the show is built in a way where there aren't a lot of spots for applause, and that's on purpose because we take you on that train, that ride, that emotional ride. But yesterday we had a spot of applause that I don't remember ever having in this certain spot in the show. I won't give it away, but it was very without a doubt, we knew, all of us on stage knew why they were applauding at this time, at this moment in the show. It was very apparent.
I'm getting chills now. I want to see it a bit more. So let's kind of move from there into Acts of Kindness Day, which is February 17th. And I know the cast, because of what you try to give in your performances, not just beautiful performances, but the message as well, that this isn't just a February 17th thing. You've been creating these acts of kindness for a while,
yes, right from when we started in 2018, we started something called the Come From Kindness Initiative, where we do various acts of kindness, charity work, raising funds for different charities. And in fact, since 2018, we have raised nearly $250,000 for various charities around, not just Ontario, but Canada, because we have also been in other places. We've been in Winnipeg, we've been out in Newfoundland. So we've raised a lot of money through the Come From Kindness initiative that we all do. We do stuff weekly.
You do. And it's not as hard as it is, right? Sometimes we just kind of walk through life having blinders on. But
it's very easy. It's very easy to do things. And some of them are big, some of them are not. Sometimes it, takes your time. Sometimes it takes money, but it's all, and it makes you feel good.
It does. And carry the feeling you get when you come out of Come From Away, and let that be your impetus for doing something great. Thank you so much for being. This is great for me. So coming up after the break, a very special performance from Cailin and your chance to win tickets to this global sensation. Stick around for more CP24 Breakfast and Come From Away. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to CP24 Breakfast, and as promised, here's the very talented Cailin Stadnyk from Come From Away performing Me in the Sky.
I'm American Airlines had the prettiest planes. So I applied as a flight engineer. But the World War II pilots, they all complained. They said girls shouldn't be in the cockpit. Hey lady, hey baby, hey, why don't you grab us a drink? And the flight attendants weren't my friends back then. And they said, are you better than us, do you think? But I kept getting hired, and the World War II crew, they retired, and the girls all thought much higher of me. 1986, the first female American captain in history. Suddenly I'm in the cockpit. Suddenly I've got my wings. Suddenly all of those pilots protested me. Well, they can get their own drinks. Ha! Suddenly there's no one saying stay grounded. Looking down, passing them by. Suddenly there's nothing in between me and the sky. Suddenly I've got an all-female crew. The news caught, it made headlines across the world. Suddenly it stopped. No one saying you can't or you won't, or you know you're not anything 'cause you're a girl. Suddenly I'm getting married, and we're putting pins on the map where we flow. Suddenly I am a mother, and suddenly shocked at how much they've grown. Suddenly I'm wondering how my parents would feel seeing me teaching men to be pilots. 'Cause suddenly I am a senior instructor, somehow I'm 51. Suddenly I'm flying Paris to Dallas, across the Atlantic and feeling calm. When suddenly someone on air-to-air traffic says at 8:46 there's been a terrorist action, and the one thing I love more than anything was used as the bomb. Suddenly I'm in a hotel. Suddenly something has died. Suddenly there's something in between me and the sky.
Cue Bill. Oh, I wish I had more hands to applause and more people to. That was incredible.
Thank you.
Goosebumps from here to eternity, from here to the sky. Thank you so much for sharing that. Such a privilege. And we are giving away 4 tickets to see Come From Away on February 20th at 7:30 for your chance to win. Visit cp24.com/contest or scan the QR code on the screen and use the code word, it's kindness. Again, visit cp24.com/contest or scan the QR code on the screen, code word kindness. Good luck.